Yo, what is up, guys? It's your boy Swills here, and I just want to get some quick thoughts about the KSI Logan Paul fight. I'm gonna go very quick, 5 minutes, maybe if even. Just real quick, I'm not a boxing expert. I know nothing about boxing, so if I say something wrong, it's expected. I'm not a boxing expert. I'm sure some of you guys are, and you guys are gonna criticize me for if I say something wrong, but it's whatever. I don't really care. This is my opinions, at least. So, real quick, I just want to run through the undercard rounds real quick. JMX, great fight, big fighter, strong, very tall. I think if there is another match, another set of matches, I think he needs a much better opponent because he did fight very well. He's 2-0 after all. I thought that Face Sensei impressed me a lot. His body punches were spectacular. His MMA background really came to fruiting in this boxing industry. I think he did very well. I would not be surprised to see him have a much better opponent or get an MMA fight in the next fight. I thought that Anisan Gib and Jay Swingler, I thought they both fought really hard. It was mano a mano, very close. I thought it was swing for swing, punch for punch, very close. There were times where I thought Jay was going to get knocked out. There were times I thought Gib was going to get knocked down. Overall, Gib did deserve the win, though. That's expected. Vidal's a great coach. He almost went 3-0 today, but we'll talk about that in a little bit. Raka versus Scarce, it's a win for both of them. Although Scarce lost, not only did he eat a lot of punches without getting knocked out, which I was really impressed by, and a lot of people were, but just his ability to come out, I thought he did very well. 100 pounds in 6 months, it's not easy to deal with that and be able to lose weight that quickly and be able to still box. I'm not sure if he had a lot of boxing training prior to the fight. Obviously, Raka beat the crap out of him. Fair play to Raka. Fantastic job by him. But either way, it was kind of entertaining to watch. It's kind of hard to see someone just get kind of almost laid out. But, regardless, fair play to both of them. Some of the other fights were good as well. Momo HD and Rossi HD, the first fight. Momo obviously won. Never had fighting experience. Trained for a week. Good for him. Although it was the cringiest fight I think I've ever watched. Then we get to the two main card events. Deji and Jake Paul. I was very impressed by Deji's ability to stay in the fight. I really thought that he was going to go out by TKO, third round or fourth round. He did end up going fifth round, but it wasn't what Jake Paul said. Jake Paul did say he was going to knock Deji out in the first round. He didn't draw blood on Deji. Deji drew blood on Jake Paul. Fantastic fight. Regardless, I think that Jake Paul was surprised by Deji's ability to stay in the game and even to throw some punches every now and then. Although I think if Deji would have been able to get out of the corner, because Jake Paul was the aggressor for basically the entire fight, I think that if Jake was able to, or should I say Deji was able to back Jake into corners himself and Deji was the aggressor, I think Deji could have had a chance of doing much better in the fight. But obviously, he played second fiddle to Jake Paul, second best on the day. Jake Paul easily deserved the victory. Hopefully, Deji bounces back and has a much better fight next time. Hopefully, it's against Jake Paul again. If not, Chris Brown, Jake Paul called you out, bro. So, we'll see what happens with that. Onto the main card event real quick. KSI and Logan Paul. I think that a draw was fair. Round 1 and round 2 were both Logan. I think 100%. I think KSI was expecting, because KSI did say he was going to win round 4, so obviously he wasn't expecting much out of the first 2 or 3 rounds. I think JJ tried to feel Logan out the first couple rounds, and it backfired on him immensely, and Logan just went in on him. First 2 rounds easily for Logan. Third round, I think KSI won, and fourth round, I think KSI won. Although third round's a little bit iffy, I think KSI won both of those rounds. Although I will say KSI could have been docked a point for his punch after the bell on Logan. He could have been docked a point for that, and had KSI have won, it really could have costed him. It really could have caused controversy, I should say, as to the whole situation. But regardless, it's 2-2. Logan 1-2, KSI 3-4. Round 5, I think Logan bounced back fantastically. He looked really sluggish after round 4. I think JJ was told, just try to wear him down a little bit more so you can get him out. But obviously, I think Logan thought that he won round 3. I think Logan thought it was 3-1, and had he get the 5th round, he would have won 4-1. And I think that's why he went extra hard in round 5. I think he definitely won round 5, no doubt in my mind. So I think Logan then thought it was 4-1, and at that point, I think going into round 6, I think Logan thought that he won, and he was just going to play defensive and try not to get knocked out, so that way he could secure the victory. Little did he know, JJ, I guess to the judges, had won round 3, so it was it was 3-2 Logan at that point. KSI came out swinging, beat the crap out of Logan in the last round. Had it run another 30 seconds, Logan Paul probably would have been knocked down, if not knocked out, because Logan was so tired. When you have muscles like Logan did, your muscles get sore after working out for so long. The lactic acid in your muscles, and you can't replenish the energy because obviously you're in a boxing match, and unless your water has carbs and protein in it, you're not going to be able to replenish yourself. So him running out of energy himself, sacrificing the victory, he did get the first 2 rounds in victory. He did sacrifice some of that energy, a lot of that energy, and it almost did cost him the match at the end of the day, the last couple rounds. So at the end of the day, I think a draw was fair. I think a draw was the fairest thing that you can give. Obviously, it looks rigged. It looks scripted. People don't realize that there was going to be a rematch anyways. The rematch was settled way back before when the negotiations ended and the fight was officially on. I think JJ was the one that said something about there being a rematch in LA afterwards anyways. So people are getting a little bit mad for no reason. I think saying KSI won is wrong. I think that those are people that aren't really looking at the rounds. They're looking at the fact that KSI almost knocked out Logan Paul in the 6th round, and I think that's where people are wrong. I think I thought it was a good fight. I think KSI really could have won the fight had he not underestimated Logan's ability to throw hard and throw accurate. On top of the fact that JJ really just had a disappointing and embarrassing performance from my eyes, considering Logan has 3 months of training and JJ is training almost a year, considering the couple months before the Joe Weller fight. I think that JJ was a bit embarrassing. A lot of his punches, instead of going to the face, a lot of his hooks, per se, instead of going to the face, kind of went around his head, and it allowed Logan to grapple him and prevent JJ from doing any real damage, especially in the later rounds, and I think that's why JJ didn't get the victory. Had he been able to land his punches, absolutely he would have won the fight. But Logan landed his punches. KSI obviously got knocked in the... he got shocked. He was in shock after the first couple rounds at how hard Logan was punching, the fact that Logan was beating him. And that's what pushed him to do a little bit harder. But either way, I think it was a good fight. I think a draw is deserved. Of course, I paid my $10. It's kind of like, it was a good fight. It's worth the $10, but, it feels a little odd knowing that it ended in a tie and no one won. It's a little bit of a weird feeling. Although a draw was deserved, you wish someone would have came out on victory, just to make things settled, at least for a little while. But the draw lingers things on. The rematch probably won't be until the winter, probably somewhere between December and February, March. I think in the rematch, I think Logan's going to absolutely destroy KSI, considering KSI's been training again for almost a year, and Logan's only been training for 3 months. I think that when Logan gets more training, another 5-6 months of training, that it's absolutely he's going to pummel KSI. I don't think it's close. I'm calling it right now. I think Logan's going to beat KSI in the next encounter. And yeah, that's about it. Hopefully we can make more videos like these. This is something I want to do, so if you want to see me do more commentaries, I'll probably be going into things like the English Premier League. I like a lot of soccer, aka football. I like a lot of stuff like that. Just NFL, any real sports really. I might do some like afterthoughts and things like that. Just a little podcast or something. Leave a like down below. Subscribe if you're new. And hopefully we can get more of these kind of videos. Not necessarily reaction videos, but just afterthoughts and post comments. But anyways, guys, I hope you enjoyed the video. Hopefully we can hit a 5 likes. That'd be nice. And I'll see you around for the next video. Peace, guys.